Okay, so we know so far that there's something with a man-made disaster that was actually aggravated by somebody. It was planned, orchestrated. Something, it could have been a plane that blew up, right? Or something could blow up or something like that. But we also know that there's something having to do with something that somebody was behind there. And we also know that it has to do with money. So there's some sort of death, betrayal, heartbreak. Somebody stole something. Give me one more, please. Give me one more card, and I'm going to actually go ahead and pull from another deck. All right, we got one. Comes out reverse, fraud. They wanted to cover up some sort of fraud that was committed, collective. All right, let me see if I can give you guys a little bit more light. All right, so somebody was, there's something with fraud, right? There's something where they wanted to cover up some sort of fraud. It obviously is fraud. It might be in a physical bank. But we also know that there are cryptocurrency machines also. So it could be crypto. It could be in an actual bank. But there was some sort of fraud committed and somebody was trying to do a withdrawal with some money. Maybe somebody took some money from you. Fraudulently took money from you, Capricorn. Alright? Somebody was dishonest. Honesty comes out reverse. It also falls right under Five of Swords. Getting caught in the act of doing something illegal. I feel like somebody may have walked into some place physically because they do have them surveillance. Whenever you go to an ATM machine, there's always a camera. I think even at the 2 floors, right? The cameras are looking at you. The ones that they got in the store, maybe the one inside the machine. So there's some evidence, right? Somebody's trying to cover this up. So, you know, they don't want anybody to ever go seek. They don't want anybody to know that there's evidence. But it's more, I don't want anybody to look for this evidence. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull these so I can not keep you long on this one. But I have to pull these other cards. This person did this, or these people did this because they don't like you. Alright? You've already hit your lowest point with these people. Or they have. I feel like in terms of your sadness and your loss, you're like, there's nothing else I can do. I've already hit my spiral. Either if I don't recover, then I'm going to end up in myself with this sadness. So you guys, you refuse to do that. Give me details, please. Tell me who is involved with this. Don't give me, please stay away from the ranch. I don't want to hear nothing about no ranch, okay? I want initials, stuff like that. Hold on, let me put these over here. Right there. All right. Outside. This could have happened outside. I don't know what outside is about, but we said, you know, tell us. So something had happened outside. Somebody did not want you guys to know that they were putting you in the midst of some psyop, political warfare you weren't supposed to know about. So something could have happened on the outside, political warfare that you guys weren't supposed to know about. They did this because they hate you. What is that I see there? Hold on. Somebody could be Jewish. I don't know. I'm just looking at that. I don't know. Give me more. What's up with this outside? Something could have happened outside. Or somebody felt something outside before they walked in somewhere. Political warfare. I feel something's happening, but I can't prove it. Somebody's name could start with an M. It's reversed. So either maybe this is a person that wasn't aware of, you know, what it actually was. Like, I didn't know what that feeling was. Something with a cult. There was a group of people involved outside political warfare that you were not supposed to know about. Cult. Alright? Somebody's name starts with an M. That is an M. It looks like for some of you, if you see a W, whatever you felt initially, whenever you see that, that card is reversed. When it's reversed, it looks like a W. Upright, it is an M. But when it speaks to character, this person could be involved, or this could be the actual person walking through the door, and before they walk through the door, they're like, something is off. Right? So outside, I felt some sort of something going on. Now I know it was political warfare. My name starts with an M. It was a cult. Confirmation. Or somebody's a part of a cult. Oh, child. I know what I just saw. Look. I ain't pull it on camera. What else do I need to know? Somebody felt something outside. Or something happens outside. Yes, it was a cult. Something happened on the outside. Yes, it was political warfare that I or whomever else was not supposed to know about. I wasn't supposed to know about this. Alright, your intuition was telling you something was up, something was orchestrated. It wasn't an act of God. What else do I need to know? I'm going to pull I'm going to switch this because it's like 2 different decks in one. I can't explain it. The artist decided to keep the back piece of it the same, which I thought was brilliant. I was like, all right, cool. Hard to go back and separate them again. I mean, you could by meaning, but it don't really matter. Alright, no, I'm trying to stay away from the ranch. The ranch keeps coming up. Somebody from a ranch. And I don't know why that keeps coming. Somebody did not want you to know, or somebody tried to stop somebody. This might be a separate story, but this does fall by a man-made disaster. It was orchestrated. Somebody planted a... It was planted. You weren't supposed to know about it. It could be, I don't know where this person is from. Don't make a phone call. They don't want you to make a phone call. No phone calls. They tried to put you out of commission. You know, 5G. This could have taken down 5G, or maybe it's supposed to, or however you make calls. Maybe it takes down your landline for some of the older folk, right? I'm not going to take that, but I saw a letter. Give me more. What else do I need to know about this fraud? The fraud is somebody planted something so they could get some sort of a payout, some money. Somebody's name could start with a J. All right, so we have a J. They said don't make a phone call. Maybe they tried to, somebody planted a, they said don't take a phone call. Or maybe they said don't go to that address if they call about a fire or something. Something about, what is this? Oh, a confession that they're going to make. They don't want you to know that they're going to have to confess, or whoever this is, it starts with the letter J, they're going to confess. Or they're not going to confess. It feels like they're not going to confess, but I feel like they are. They're thinking about it, but I don't think they're going to right now. But they're thinking about confessing. Whoever this person is whose name starts with a J, they're going to confess that something happened with an airplane. They're going to tell you it was fraud. Right? I'm thinking of if I should confess to this fraud, what I did with this money, what happened. You see that? That's the what happened card. What happened to you? Now is not the time to give up or give in. You've come too far to give up now. For some of you guys, this person is thinking about whether or not this letter J, hold on, I think I can see it, is having a climate change. Now you can interpret that any way you want. The climate change could be weather, or climate change could be this person whose name starts with a J who might now confess. All right, hold on. Well, they might have had a climate change, wake up call. Climate change. All right, somebody is thinking about confessing to this fraud with this man-made disaster. This one that's a big one right there. That one ain't good. This money thing, that ain't good either. All of this together, the thing doing the thing, and the fraud and the money, that's not good. Right? And so somebody's having a change of heart, or this could be about climate change. Whatever this disaster it is, the climate could change as a result of whatever this disaster is. We knew that that was going to happen though, right? I'm going to put this over here because I don't want that to, because I still feel like there's something I need to know about money. I'm going to consider climate change what it is. Climate change, due to something that happens that is an act of God. Wait a minute, man-made disaster. Somebody's denying something. Somebody said something, because that's what I'm feeling intuitively with this. But if I actually take a look at this climate change and I interpret it that way, it's not man-made, it's by the Most High, this climate change. Alright, give me more. Tell me what else is going on. Oh, okay. Something about an item. There was a letter. Some sort of communication. Tell me about this communication. Hold on. I'm going to put this under what happened. I'm going to put that right there. What? Tell me about this letter. I'm also, you know what I'm going to do? These cards I'm going to swap out all together. I'm not using these. I'm going to swap over to the different pieces of the deck. So I'm going to bring these out. I really want some letters. I'm trying to avoid affairs and all this other crap that they got going on, because whatever. Tell me about this letter. What happened? Okay. Something with a chef. Oh, boy. Those always come out together. There was a letter to a chef. Tell me more about this chef. Why is this chef? This chef is falling under you struggling to be heard. I don't know. And this is way too big. Something with a sixth sense. I'm going to cut this deck because it's too much. Hold on. So I'm going to put this over here. And I'll pull if I need to. I keep seeing something with a sixth sense. Alright, what's going on here? Tell me about this chef or whatever this is. Something with purple. Something could be purple. I mean, purple is consistent with this letter. Something is purple in the background. Something is purple. Something is significant about purple. It could be lean. Somebody could have put something purple in somebody's purple ice cream. Do we have purple ice cream? Give me more. Something about a chef. And don't eat their ice cream, or something is wrong with whatever they're serving you. It could be a Virgo. Who this chef is a Virgo. Something wrong with what they're serving you. A chef, a Virgo. Give me more. Climate change. Patrol ranch pyramids. Alright, somebody's patrolling something. Obviously, this chef is working somewhere on a ranch or something. Maybe you work for some rich people. Something about a hit and run. There was a chef that saw the hit and run. There was also the patrol person that saw the hit and run. Give me more about this hit and run. Somebody is going to storm their workplace because there's something with a Virgo. A chef witnesses something. A patrol officer witnesses something. There's a hit and run that I guess is supposed to be covered up, or maybe somebody ran away, stormed their workplace. Somebody went into somebody's workplace. You could be a Virgo. Yeah, you guys could be dealing with the Virgo, whatever this is. This could have something to do with the Virgo, Capricorn. This Virgo's a chef. Something about storming their workplace, whatever that's about. I'm going to switch up. Something about MK Ultra. I'm not taking it because I was shuffling these out. Switching these suckers out. Do I see something about a wedding? Hold on. Yup, wedding, marriage. Somebody was cooking something at somebody's wedding. It says a chef. Somebody was a chef at a wedding. Okay. Something about a chef at a wedding. Somebody did something to the purple ice cream, or maybe somebody got sick off the purple ice cream. Maybe you should not eat the purple ice cream, because there's something in it. Might be some lean in that purple ice cream. Build a resort on a ranch. Somebody decided to build their own sucker. Like, I'm not building. I'm going to go build somewhere else. Somebody could be getting married. Somebody could be walking away to build something on their own ranch. But I don't necessarily feel, I don't know how that relates. It may not, but I can tell you there's a chef that witnessed something. There's a patrol officer that witnessed something that happened to a Virgo. Something about a hit and run. Maybe they haven't spoken up about it, but there's something about storm their workplace. It was intentional. Somebody's name could start with the letter G. I just saw that. Give me something. I just saw something else about some pills too. So this could be drugs with the whatever. What's going on? Accomplice, partner, and... Okay, so there was an accomplice. Where am I going to put this? There's an accomplice to this. Alright, so we know that. Really, there's an accomplice to this crime. We know that. Somebody who's not affluent. Somebody didn't have any money. Maybe they were in lack. Maybe they were rich and not affluent. I don't know. Maybe they're still willing to take some sort of a risk. But they did this. It's a move to get some money. And they did fraud to do it. So whoever this is, they have money. They're doing all right. They were willing to participate in this because they wanted to up the ladder. Cancer. Ooh, child. Hatred. Somebody wanted to climb the ladder. Somebody wanted to reach the, I don't know, the affluent category. I don't know if they get there. But they were an accomplice to something. Maybe they were working with a Virgo, Capricorn, because it says that this Cancer hates you. Child. Somebody's name starts with a J. I don't know. Give me, what else? Give me some initials, letters. I don't want no more stories. I want, okay, drugs and poison. We kind of knew that. I figured that was going on with the wedding food or something like that. Oh, there was a breakup. Somebody said bye. There's a breakup. Somebody was saying bye. Somebody was going to break up with somebody, and they may have opted to take some pills. Alright? I kind of got that story the other day. Somebody decided not to invest in something. I'm going to leave that there. What else? One more. Somebody is denying paranormal activity. Somebody's drugged up. They're probably seeing, I don't know, probably ghosts talking to them or whoever. I don't know. They could be talking to Tweety Bird, whoever. They hide. Abuse and neglect. Maybe somebody left their kids behind or somebody's in an abusive relationship. I'm not going anymore with that. I'm done with that. I just wanted to clear all that up and see what things came out, but I'm really not. I feel like I'm done with that. I'm actually very surprised. I'm actually very surprised about this. Somebody wanted, alright, somebody who, alright, so tell me more. Accomplice, dishonesty to get some money and fraud. I see an ATM machine that pops up where they are clearly caught, so we know that. What else do I need to know? Any other details, please? Any other details? Give me more details about the collective. Or who is this? Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Capricorn. What else does Capricorn need to know? Just so you guys know, Capricorn, somebody's name might start with a J. They're going to confess to some sort of fraud. The fraud is going to be about a big machine, some sort of explosion, and money. There's also something here about trafficking, washing the money. There's a lot about drugs here. Breakups, drugs, abuse, dividends, earnings, okay? Offshore accounts. Something, was it public? Non-public information about it. Somebody was inside trading. Something about, well, we kind of knew that. A senior manager. Okay, yeah, you know what? That manager comes in. Weren't you having issues with your manager at work? Hold up. Let me go back. I saw that. Wait, living with me. Property issues, bad management. Hold up. Who? Was it the other one I just did? Hold on, y'all. Domineering people. Substance abuse, living with domineering people, difficult landlord. Wait a minute, hold up. The lowest point. Yeah. They showed up in this read too. Weren't you guys? Yeah, conflicts with managers. I knew it. Your manager was involved with stealing from you. Remember I was telling you guys with the Five of Swords? Right here, Five of Swords. I was like, I know a manager showed up. Yup, senior manager at your job. They were taking payouts or getting payouts. It was insider trading. They did something with your stock account. It may not be to this extent, but they're guilty of taking some sort of money. Something that you earned, your dividends from whatever it is you earn in terms of stock. They were cheating you. That could be part of what they stole, or literally, it could have been some guy who you giving him your ATM card because you dumb, like, I don't know. Maybe you dating a boy, child. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Anyway, whatever. What else do I need to know? Those aren't on the screen, but they are there. Can you see them? Oh, no, you can't see them. A senior manager. And the card said that you were fighting with a manager. That's funny. Because I just happened to pull those cards. I just happened to. Give me one more. What else do I need to know? Anything else? One more. Something about a book. Something's in a book. Book does come up twice. We got a letter. Oh, it's a letter book. Something about a garden. Something did not grow. Something with a ball. Okay. Something where somebody's not playing. They're not, okay. Somebody's not playing ball. Somebody's not playing ball because they were smoking pot. Maybe they're a runner. Wait a minute. Why run? Run? They were okay. Somebody was gonna run, and now they can't because they was high as a kite. wait. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Sun. I don't know. Maybe you could be a Leo. I don't know. I don't know. Material wealth. More pot. Child, there's a boy, a kite. Alright, whatever these. Obviously, these were just some repeat cards that I had. That's why I wrote them back on them. Anything else they need to know money-wise for Capricorn? Stocks, bonds, crypto, cash, same thing. They stole your cash. They stole stocks, they stole bonds, crypto, and cash. So whoever you are, you must have been investing some stuff here. But there's some accomplice. There's some people trying to work against you. They did something. It sounds like they did it in your name. I don't even know about this stuff. You guys probably know that you've been robbed, but I don't know who the chef is. That could be the guy in the kitchen, right? I don't know. He could be a Cancer or Virgo, but these people are all accomplices. The Cancer, the Virgo, and the chef in the kitchen, right? They were doing stuff to your food right there with that purple ice cream. Maybe they were putting a little bit of tips of drugs in it or something like that, right? Maybe they were supposed to go crazy. They said something about storming your workplace. I feel like they wanted you to go crazy in the workplace. Something with drugs or whatever, a hit and run. They wanted you to maybe drive on. I don't know what this is, but I can tell you there was some sort of, there was obviously an agenda, which is money, and there were people that worked together here. Somebody's going to confess down here, somebody whose name starts with a J, but these are other folks over here. They're still in their realm of dishonesty. This Cancer, this Virgo, this chef that worked with them to maybe drug you, or whoever you are, Capricorn. I don't know. Anything else I need to know? Ooh, something about a bee, okay? Maybe you're allergic to bees. Maybe your name is B. I don't know. Maybe you, I don't know. Brother-in-law or brother and sister. Wait, brother-in-law / brother and sister. So somebody in your family, it's a brother-in-law, sister-in-law, or a brother and a sister. They were in on it. Somebody's name could start with a J. There's a house that pops up. This could be about a house or assets. Boy, you must be worth some bread. Ooh, King of Pentacles, it says you as. Yup, and you upright. So, you must have a lot of money. These people tried to take your money. Again, Sun, upright, Leo, material wealth. You guys have money. You guys are going to travel, or you were, but climate change. I think the climate change. So first of all, some of you guys might have delays with vacations or whatever for climate change. But I really feel like whoever this J is here, they're going to confess. They're thinking about confessing. Because this is just a whole mess. There's groups of people everywhere. It's a lot of money involved. A lot of property involved. Obviously, there's abuse, neglect, drugs, trafficking, hatred. So you have arson. You got drugs, rituals, it's just diseases. Like, I don't know if these people... Anyway. Aliens. Look at that. Aliens pop up. What's here? How many astronauts are... I think I did with that. Something about astronauts. What else? Something about a cake. A crisis. Pisces is having a crisis. Anything else? About an accident that they don't want anybody to know about. Oh, is that an airplane? Is that the same? Where is there another airplane popped up? Oh yeah, the man-made disaster. Both decks, interesting. There's something with a Taurus. There's a Pisces and a Taurus. There was an accident when they were traveling. Somebody's got immigration issues too. There could be an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius in your energy. Or Capricorn, you might be having some issues in Murder for Hire that went wrong. Somebody traveled to meet the murderer and pay him. It was a ritual that was done on this travel trip. Uh-oh. Oh, I see something. Something sparked room. People are trying to shoot the rumors down about something. About somebody being an antichrist. Somebody's name could start with an R. It comes out reversed. The antichrist. Ooh. Somebody's saying go to the police station now. Don't go to the school. There's something about a school. Don't go in the school. And somebody else is storming the workplace. So, you know, you need to close the school. Are schools still open? Throw a poisonous snake at them. I'm assuming they're asking you to defend yourself. There's a soul contract, whatever that is. Maybe somebody binded you. Somebody's not jealous. They just look like they are. She look off, but jealousy is reversed. Somebody is not jealous. Somebody doesn't care, but somebody is a vampire. All right, somebody's name could start with an E. They're a vampire. They like suck all your energy out. Natural causes. What happened? Assassination. Somebody assassinated this person, or they're trying to assassinate you. Anything else? I'm done with this. There was a Gemini involved with this assassination. Throw the chair through the window. That was a Gemini twice. There's a Gemini in an assassination. There's a Gemini who throws a chair through the window. Maybe those are two separate events, two separate Geminis. Confirmation for somebody. Somebody did something. They threw something through the chair. A man who puts a hand on a member of my family never puts his hand on anybody else. These people allow you to go beat up their family members. They're hiring people. There's a murder for hire here. So I think I'm done. Something, Gemini again. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. The only one that I don't believe came up significantly in this read is Sagittarius. But who did? Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces showed up. All right, about some cryptocurrency, something about an annual report. Maybe somebody touched it. Somebody's going to jail, Tower, and it's upright. So somebody's going to jail over some stock that's going to be part of the charge. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, going to jail over some stock. There's a broker who's trying to stay out of jail. They played some middleman or something like that. Somebody manipulated how much the shares cost. It's a lot about offshore accounts. So there's people going to jail over this. Anyway, I love you. Bye.